How's it going, people? Ordered some new gym equipment, and so I thought I'd do some reviews. I got a couple bikes. I need to put those up. I'll try to get those up soon. But got the new Rogue storage panel, Monster storage panel. The light is pretty much the same. Sorry, just got done working out. Thought I'd give you a little review. Got it installed the other day. Actually, we flipped the gym around. I'm gonna show you if our gym, actually, the long piece. So Rogue doesn't sell this anymore. This was the Titan or something like that, the Wingspan, Rogue Wingspan, and they actually don't sell this piece anymore. They sold it briefly. I imagine no one bought it except for me because it's huge and it doesn't make sense in a normal gym setting at all. Really, if I had to do it over again, I probably wouldn't have bought it for a couple reasons. Notably, I think just buying 2 squat racks would have been smarter. But anyway, we got what we got. And so we flipped the gym around to make, I think it opens it up, made it a little more room. The Rhino used to be in the corner and now it's over here. This squat rack was over here against the window. So we flipped the whole thing. It does open it up, gives us some more room to work in. The only downside to doing that, and you got to pay attention to this stuff when you build a gym, is not a lot of room to slide the plates on and off on this bar right here. But it is what it is. I'll just move it over, scoot over to get a little extra room. What I wish I could do, actually, is I wish I could buy another post to put here and drop it right there and actually have my bench against the wall go in that direction. That's what I would prefer to do if Rogue made a way that I could attach another post there. That's what I would do, and I would have the bench go this way. It makes a lot more sense, but as far as I know, they don't make that. But that's what I would like. Would make more sense. The other thing I could do is could actually move this piece, shift it back over, and then flip that, and then it would come this way, towards us. But then that's kind of defeating the purpose because I like having this more open area away from the wall. So, oh well, we'll give it a shot. We'll live with it. We'll see how it works. We can always bench right here if we want to. So anyways, storage panel. Got it installed. It's not too hard to install, not too easy to install. The way it comes in is, actually let me squeeze back in here, is you attach these pieces first, these little side pieces on each side, and then the rack slides in to that. And so it's getting these 2 screws in is pretty, these 2 bolts in is pretty easy. This one was a pain because you slide this is how much room you have to work with. So you hold 1 wrench in there and then you're making little tiny turns and adjustments. So you got to keep undoing it and undoing it. So that took a while. I originally, you can see where I scratch it up right here. I bought that bar hanger and I had it on this and decided I did want to put it up there. So I took it off of this. So what do I think? It's pretty neat. I like it. I like the storage options. It's actually not that pricey. If you go look at the Rogue site, to have something like this is not too crazy expensive. The attachments aren't too crazy expensive. I do like a couple of things I do really like. I like having this little shelf. We don't really know what we're going to use it for yet, but I like having that there. These, they come from the site. I don't know what I just bought them to see how we'd use them. Don't really know what we'll use them for, but we'll see. I do like this. I thought this was awesome. So I took a man peg, and someone a while back had recommended to use sports tape to help with grip, I think on this in particular. So I wrapped, my brother had actually wrapped up there tape around some band pegs to use for pull-ups. And so I wrapped some around this, and now we can hang this very huge bar on here, which is really nice. I like hanging that on there, having it nearby, and just being able to have a place to put our rope and stuff. We still are hanging these little attachments on magnets. So you can buy these magnets off Amazon. They're 50-pound magnets, and man, they work. They work great if you have metal near your wall, if you're in a metal shop or a metal gym. Those magnets work perfect. They're very hard to pull off. We've yet to have a problem. But anyways, this takes up a whole panel. So what you're going to lose, obviously, is the headroom. And I put it, I'm 6'2", so I put it about my head height. I couldn't put it up any higher because my wife, my sister-in-law who work out here, they're 5'1". And so, I mean, their head height is down here. I mean, they're way down here. So I had to put it within their reach so that they can get things on and off. And but it works out pretty good. You got lots of options. I'm sure we'll add to it, figure out what to use it for in better manner over the course of time. It's pretty darn thick. I do think if you were to add an attachment to it, like I did with that one up there, this metal is not as thick as this metal. So you could probably bend this, if you just kept turning and turning and turning on these bolts. But seems pretty good. We may end up getting more attachments, but it's a nice place to put band pegs to hang stuff. And in previous videos, I talked about those band pegs. I recommend getting a lot of them. Buy a dozen of them, because we just use it there everywhere. We use them there. We have them up there. We use them to hang our collars on. They're cheap, and they're extremely useful to have around. And so I do highly recommend having those around. But anyways, I just thought I'd give everyone a quick taste of this. Sorry, I'm walking around the gym and not necessarily looking at my camera. I'm looking around with my head, so I do funny things with the camera. Anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. This takes it'll take you an hour to put in. Not crazy expensive. They have it on the site. I think if you have the space, it's certainly worth having. If you have a squat rack and you have one of these up at the top, maybe you get rid of that and you put something functional in, like one of those. I think that's definitely a better use of that space if you need it. And that space over there for us is a dead space anyways, so not going to worry about it. It's out of the way. We hardly ever use it, and so it seemed like a good place for it. But at the head of your rack or something might be really smart. You could use it for band peg work and things like that. Anyway, appreciate it. Take care. Ask me if you have any questions. Just hit me up.